Hello, everybody. Welcome to Session 8 of Adventures in Wildemount. Today, the party explores a bit further into the mysterious cult that has been plaguing the city of Alfield. Our band of adventurers has come together under some less than desirable situations, but they have turned into a good starting point. After dealing with some things, mainly in the Temple of Paylor, you guys have found a map that led you off into the forest. After venturing into the Alfield wood for a few hours, you came across the campfire of another group who said that they were hunting a serpent-like for a wealthy noble in Zadash. Not wanting to waste time, though, you guys set about a bit further. This group said that they had heard some horse hooves and some dragging and screams leading off towards a marshy area a bit west of the Alfield wood, or at least in the Alfield wood, but west of where you guys were at. After following that for a ways, your footsteps eventually became heavy and covered in mud as you found yourselves at the marsh, and then eventually you came across a dike that seemed to be keeping the swamp water from plaguing and flooding the stairs leading down into what you guys could only assume was a temple or dungeon of sorts. I combined both words there. That was cool. Khan went down the stairs first, was able to stay on his butt or on his feet and not fall to his butt after coming across how wet and slippery they were. Saw some guards. Going back up to the group, you guys devised a plan to trickle some water in, and hopefully people would come investigate and see if the place had been or sprung a leak. But it was pretty obvious the place already pretty wet. But it did work, and you guys jumped down. Your plan sprung into action. You took care of these creatures, and all of you at that point were pretty exhausted. You had had many combats to that point, and a couple of you had even gone unconscious in that final battle. But after setting up on the dike a bit of a campfire, getting some resources together, you guys woke up feeling a bit stronger at level 3. Maisie stayed up throughout the night to watch the group and keep an eye out on things, and that is where we will begin session today. Is there anything that we have missed or have glossed over that we feel is of utmost importance?
No, nothing of importance.
Oh, okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Seeing that Lilith is loudly snoring, I'll say I think it's best we let her rest for today.
For an entire new day. But who will look after her? Oh. I mean, there's potentially this serpo creature out here, and we're gonna put her out in the woods, ready to be eaten.
I don't think you'll approach this dike.
Ah, you're a snake. Nice. You should have mentioned that while we were talking to that rival adventuring party.
Well, I'm just assuming.
Assumption, the friend of everyone.
Well, what is your plan then?
Yeah, the group was pretty chill. I mean, like, we don't have to fight them.
Well, we are not by that group now. Ray, did you get hit in the head? We're gonna go into the cult of the snake people that have captured Mikey and the Subutai. We fought off those snakes just now. Well, before we slept.
Well, Lilith won't stay behind if we're going to get Mikey. I would say just give her a minute to rest, and then I'm sure she can travel with us later.
Did we not take a long rest, by the way? Because I see we're still injured, or is that part of it?
That is just Maisie is still injured because I chose not to sleep. So I leveled up. I didn't have any hit dice for a short rest. I got a little bit of hit points with the level up.
Yeah, but I was barely injured, and I see Khan is barely injured as well. I manually changed mine, but...
You're healthy.
That
60
was
a 5 from the deflect damage when we were testing?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I fixed mine. I was 32 out of...
It might have been me testing throughout the week.
Who knows?
Lamau.
So you're the only one who's entered the cave, Khan. What can you tell us about us going in there?
There's the entrance that leads to some wet and slippery stairs down to a opening that I couldn't see past from.
The main question is, how is me and Macy gonna go through this? We cannot see in the dark. You and Ray will have to lead us.
And who knows what moves they've done while we slept.
Yeah.
I mean, but I also can see in the dark, so I can lead people as well, so we're not that bad off.
Okay.
So that is good. Because according to Subutai's journal that I have here, it says that the mutations are increased in this area. I suppose he's perhaps talking about some snake, like perhaps mutation.
Perhaps like the thing we fought.
Yeah. Let me go through my notes. Note from Subutai's journal. Here it is. I've explored more deep tunnels. He's talking about the troglodytes in that place, but he talks about the ritual site, possible where the beacon is. Brood guards the development chamber, high mutation rates. So they are possibly trying to mutate the citizens of Alfield into these snake peoples, and
that wouldn't be crazy to think, since they're venerating a snake god.
Yeah. What was that, Macy?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, they've clearly been experimenting with this. There were the creatures that we fought in town. It's, I mean, these people seem normal, the ones that came out of that area. I mean, other than the troglodytes. What are they called again?
Troglodytes.
Troglodytes. They, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep last night.
But you stayed up through the entire night?
Yes. Somebody had to keep watch. So I did.
Ah.
I would have helped you, but I passed out. Thankfully not away.
No, it's fine. It was... I felt some responsibility for how things happened and how many people were injured, especially with allowing Lilith to fall. There's a lot of guilt there, so I chose to keep everyone safe, allow you all to regain your strength, and today will be fine.
Did you at least look into those gloves we found on the keeper, at least inside the temple?
this brooch, but I did not have a pair of gloves.
Huh.
Pair of gloves are in my backpack.
Ah, I must have been mistaken then. You think we should don these items before we go in? Does any of them help you see in the dark?
Unfortunately,
they-
no.
None of them do, but this gauntlet seems to fit a healer. And as far as I'm aware, paladins are very good at it. So, here we have him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this brooch is, good for a little bit of extra defense. Especially and specifically against force damage. I mean, that would be good for anybody.
Agree.
So who wants it?
Well, as you say, we are all takers.
I feel like I shouldn't be trusted with that, so I'm gonna let somebody else do it.
Well,
Khan?
I think historically, Khan has been knocked down more often than most of us. So,
Excuse me?
I mean, I feel like you have spent more time unconscious compared to other people in the group in combat situations.
That only means I'm strengthening my spirit.
Okay, well, this brooch will help give you a little bit of additional resistance if you'd like it.
I already am wearing a pendant.
Alright, well then I'll take it. I mean, we're just trying to let you look fashionable and stay alive, but I guess I'll wear the brooch on my sash.
It is quite nice.
I mean, it kind of fits your armor in the image as well. It's both gold, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I share the image somehow?
Yeah, you should be able to right-click it and send to chat. But then also, I think if you click the image, doesn't it like pull open the thing if you're not in edit mode to just click it and show to players, or is that just for me?
Oh yeah. That's definitely gonna look nice right on the sash.
Okay,
What
I know.
the fuck
I
is
know. I'm
this?
sorry. I was testing. I was testing something in the
I
moment.
cannot right-click and show
There
to
we go.
players.
There we go.
There we go.
I mean,
Nice.
that'll look okay. I mean, I can make it work.
Okay, I'm just going to hand it over to give to character. Ray, send. There you go. So I'll just hand it over to Ray. In fact, I will kind of gather. Ray has like a little cloak or something on, right? Or like some kind of, I don't know,
Yeah,
puffy
the cape.
shirts.
Yeah, the
Something
way the
that-
cape comes around to the front.
Yeah. So I'll just pin the
Nice.
brooch to the cloak for him. Kind of there on the front to help hold it closed.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
Well, do we
Well, I'll wait till you
I'm
all
gonna
have
make the joke.
Yeah.
As the only other person in our group with hair, I'm glad that both of us look fabulous. Okay.
My ponytail is also hair, thank you.
Yeah, but it's slicked back so like tightly to your scalp that we can't really see that you have hair.
Will this
Oh, shit, you do have
I'll
hair.
do
This makes it
a-
look really hard.
I'll do a double backflip, kick, mega acrobatic. Hold on, let me actually roll acrobatics.
Thank God, I thought you were going to turn on the camera and do some stuff.
No. I actually fumble and it doesn't look as cool, but my hair does sway in the air as I am trying to look cool.
Okay, well, it's also straight and long and very well plated, and I think that Ray can understand what a nightmare a tangle of curls can be. When you've got a mane of hair like this, it's something special to take care of.
Well, guess I wouldn't know.
It's fine. I'm sorry if we offended you by excluding you from the hairy people's club.
From the long hair club. Long hair havers.
Mhm. Well, I think if we are going to go into that cavern, we should probably go pretty soon, because the longer we wait, the more opportunity they have to prepare themselves for us to come. I guess I'll go wake up Lilith.
Okay,
Sure.
so is that what am I playing Lilith today? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that,
Yeah, let's
Lilith
get
would-
home.
yeah. Lilith would
What?
not stay behind if we were going after Mikey.
No, that's why I was saying at the very start, Lilith is asleep. Let's continue, let her rest.
Well, we always do the cardboard cutout. That
Just
is
like, hey,
not
guys,
in with it.
It's the
That's
one
with us.
person who has us out here is gone. Let's just go home.
Just
mean-
because the player's not here. No, I think, absolutely, we can cardboard cut out her just kind of, because she doesn't do a lot in combat anyway. No offense to you, Strath.
I
But
would
that
be.
is by design.
You're wrong. You're wrong now since the subclass.
True.
But yeah.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, we are donning the items and sneaking into the cave.
Oh yeah. Do you want to learn what those gloves do?
Oh, yes, please.
I think we did.
Oh, out of game, right?
Yeah.
I identified them.
Yeah.
Oh, you've identified them yourselves?
In game?
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
During the short rest
And
at
the, temple?
labyrinth.
Well, let's do a
Yeah.
refresh. Let's see. This one.
So these silver gauntlets are inscribed with powerful sigils that absorb malady and infection. When you magically cure a creature of blindness, deafness, disease, or poison while wearing these gauntlets, you can choose to have the sigils on the gauntlets contain the condition instead of destroying it outright. While the gauntlet contains a condition in this way, you can use a bonus action to touch a creature and force it to make a DC 13 con save, and on a failed save, they suffer the effect until the end of your next turn, as the condition is passed from the gauntlets into it. That's cool.
Nice.
Okay.
That's like third time now I've done that.
Yeah.
All right.
They're pretty cool. I mean, the gold doesn't really match my aesthetic, but
Well, they
They
can look
can
however you want.
I can, I'll just dirty them up a little bit.
Still unloading. FYI. It's waiting for it.
Are you guys going in? Nobody said anything.
Oh, yeah, I think that's... Unless anybody else has another idea, I think that's
the
where we're going
general
next.
All right. You guys step into the wet wooden stairs, and you can hear this sound of dripping that kind of just encases all around you as you look down now at the same stairs that Khan had initially gone down.
I'll very carefully start descending. And look backwards and do a follow me sign.
Whom? Whom do you expect to see that? It's like...
I
It's
know,
like-
I am unaware that you guys cannot see me. I just continue descending. I guess Ray is the only one that sees it.
I mean, you can make a small flame on your finger with the cantrip. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
If Khan is leading, then I would like to ask that Ray be at the back. And
I think I fell down the front.
Yeah.
I'm still loading. I'll be there in a moment.
Johan fall too?
I rolled a 1. And I said,
And
with
so-
anger in his eyes, it says, get him, boys. I don't know where that came from.
As you land
Yes.
at the foot of some aggressive-looking guards, roll initiative.
Well, initially, I wasn't planning on you guys drawing out the guards in this first room, so I had that set up. But you don't take any damage, but you do feel a little bit sore now as you have fallen on your Katukas.
And as I look back at Thorak, I go like, didn't I tell you to come down carefully?
But
In my sign?
I
As I do my hand sign.
cannot
We'll
see in the
wait
dark.
for me
I'm
to
sorry, I'm still
load.
loading.
You're good.
Yeah.
Well, this is a big map, dude.
Oh, I'm not
Okay.
that.
Oh,
I know why it's taking so long. I'm sorry.
Okay, how about this? With my new spell, Elementalist, I will beckon fire in one finger, like a small lighter,
Mm-hmm.
and say, this means yes, and then I pull up 2 lighters in my fingers. This means no.
okay. Will you say yes and no?
What?
No.
Well, you can just speak, right? I can still
What
hear you.
What if there were more guards down here?
Yeah, but what would... Aha, yes, there is guards. No, there isn't guards. Okay, now I get you.
What's it stuck at, Mia?
99. And then it said you can't switch maps while you're still loading.
What browser do you use?
Sorry.
We lost her.
I was here. I was trying to very quickly chew a very cold
You're
popsicle
good.
that I had just
Don't
put in my
choke.
mouth.
Very quietly let out a giant fart.
Yeah.
Right now it is in Fire. I have it open in Firefox.
Do you mind trying Chrome or something
Yep.
else?
Yeah, let me just close it. Chrome was giving me issues the last time.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it was giving me. Firefox was giving me issues on this map. It worked for me on
Okay.
Opera GX, but I don't use Chrome on my second account, so I don't know if it works on Chrome. But
No,
I do.
problem.
That's usually the one thing they recommend, and then the other thing is that browser, that standalone browser, I feel like works pretty well.
Okay, let's see if this loads up.
Yeah, and don't try that trick me of swapping map and then swapping back. I had it lock up on me one time trying that.
Yeah, well, it should, since this is the active scene, just load her right in here.
Hopefully, yeah. It is attempting to load something. Okay, it's loading a lot faster. But well, I said that to 50%, then it slowed way down.
No worries.
Wait.
Hey, it actually got
Question.
200 this time.
How did we? Yeah, sorry.
When I fell down the stairs, like how much noise did I make?
It definitely rattled throughout this chamber, but with the way that the water is running in, it wasn't like too much, but you could definitely hear it kind of echo out a bit. How far out? You
Okay,
don't
cool.
know?
Not too worried then.
It wasn't too much. It echoed out.
Are you in here now, Mia?
I am now, yes.
Is there a way for my character to connect to Khan? Because since I can't see more than 5 feet, in accordance to what we enable, instead of being completely blind, I won't see the entire map anyways, and I won't be able to guide my character around. I will just run after whomever.
Do you have any light sources?
I have a
Without
lantern.
a module of shared vision, no, I can't just share you guys' vision, and I don't want to give you.
No, I want to connect my character to Khan, so as he moves around, I move around, because otherwise... Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's what you mean? Okay.
Is there a way I can do it, like connect me and then he drags me around? Because it's gonna be... I'm gonna run around like Mia were blind in that thing, and like go off into different chambers and...
No, I deleted that. Alright, I don't have that module.
Okay, that's fine.
Normally, though, yeah, we'd be able to do that.
Let's just... yeah.
Guys, do we need to have a torch?
Well, if combat erupts, we would definitely need it, but as for right now, having a more stealthy approach is probably advisable. Otherwise, they will know we are here.
The thing is, I have magic. The moment we get into a fight, I'll just cast Firebolt on the torch.
Perfect.
Unless I miss.
As you guys all make your way down to the end of the stairs, the stench of sweat and metal and incense kind of lingers throughout this center chamber. As you see that there's pegs, wooden pegs kind of lined up all along the various entryways and walls, kind of keeping this place stabilized.
I'll stealthily do a quick look over to all these corridors. Ooh.
Okay. You guys just hear Khan for a moment, and then off into the shadows he disappears. As you... Oh, okay. As you walking through, on that northern door there, you kind of heard some... Can you hear this?
I have Foundry always muted. 1 second. Actually, unmuted. Okay, try
God
to get.
damn it! I spent so long setting up noises for shit.
But like of all the times the music has
I do.
been helpful versus annoying, not you, but all the times I've used Foundry, the majority has been annoying. So I'm
That's what
sorry.
you hear coming across this doorway here.
Nice. I'll note it. And I'll just walk up to here and read.
Ray, as you open up that door, you
Why
will
are we
notice
opening doors?
I didn't hear anything on my door, so I thought it was fine.
You open the door, and as it creaks and groans open, it reveals this dark chamber filled with the echo of dripping water and the hollow plop of something moving in the shallow pools ahead. The floor is slick, uneven, and pools of muddy water collect beneath uneven flagstones.
Okay.
And you watch as, well, I guess you close the door.
I'll return to the rest. I light up one lighter in my finger and speak quietly. So all these corridors appear to conduct to a much bigger establishment. I'm not sure how big this might be, but judging by the amount of doors I've seen, it seems pretty big. Whether these are prison cells or a hideout, I do not know. What I did hear, coming from one of the rooms was a loud snore.
Okay, well, you said there's closed doors, right?
Yes.
So I think it's probably pretty safe then to light a torch or my lamp here just so that we can see where we're going. We can always snuff it out before we open a door.
As you guys say that, I'm like sneaking over. Yeah. No torches.
What do you mean no torches?
There's like all of amphibious hell behind that door over there down the hallway. Let's not light any torches.
Did you open a door?
I did, and luckily they're stupid animals, and it was dark. Okay, they didn't see me.
What
But
is?
yeah,
Sorry.
We don't know that
No
it
door.
didn't see you.
Well, it's not chasing us now, is it? So maybe we're good.
What has happened to you, Ray? Where is the scared cat?
Well, I mean, after someone cast enough magical spell drugs on you and told me to be a leader, I wanted to try it out today, but I'm really regretting that choice.
Well, if I may suggest a plan, we burst into this snoring person's room, tie him out, and just ask him questions.
Well, the person is sleeping. Why would you bust into the room? Why you not sneak into the room, identify the
Okay,
person, and
yeah.
then set it up? I would be like, haha, here we come. And
Sure. Follow me. I light up one lighter.
try to follow you.
And I'll ping where I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, we can see the outline of you, so you don't have to ping. It's like white outlines of a circle.
Ah,
That's kind of cool.
so is this door right in front of you?
That's hearing range that you see. When
Yeah,
you see
yeah. Oh, I didn't know it unlocked the map.
Are these doors like regular doors with notches and?
Yeah, I mean they have lock points in keyholes, but they just look like kind of creaky, not creaky, but like cheap. Maybe not cheap doors, but just your standard door.
Is
Not
it
like a
metal?
home door, but like a door that'd be inside of a building.
Is it metal hinges?
Okay.
No, these ones look. Yeah, I mean they have metal hinges, but the door itself is wooden.
Does anyone have a bit of oil?
I emptied my bottle to feed you some.
Oil. Let's just. What do we need the oil for?
The hinges.
So they don't creak. I used my oil. I emptied my oil bottle to give you some troglodyte blood drink to wake you up.
Well, that's well, I found some oil here myself in my backpack. I'm gonna apply some of the oils to the hinges before I try to open it. I know it doesn't work that way because you have to open and close the door multiple times before you lubricate the hinges, but yeah.
Are you trying to put WD-40 on the doors?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
very much so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you're able to get the oil on the door, yeah.
It's closed.
It's closed.
Yeah, even worse, it's locked.
Well,
If you try to open this door and you kind of, it's a sound, obviously when you try to open a door that's closed, it's locked. Kind of that little, like rattle.
no, I will
You have
try and
anyone
pick
get
it.
Yeah, I was like, good, because I'm good with thieves' tools.
You're able to get the door unlocked.
Okay. Gosh.
And you open this door, and you can see that there's a torch kind of illuminating the room. And you can see that there are 4 sleeping individuals. At their sides, you can see resting up against the bed are various weapons.
I'll come
Ray, as
out
you step
and-
there, you step into this room.
No, I meant to be like there. Okay, for the record, I meant to be there.
You step on a rubber chicken that acts as an alarm. And you can you listen to these NPCs yawn as they kind of get up, grab their things, but they seem a bit surprised.
Oh, we get
Did you guys do
advantage?
the rubber chicken and everything?
No.
Yeah, they seem a bit surprised.
No, I'm too far away. Do it again. Just do the step again so I can hear the rubber chicken.
Duh. Maybe it didn't
Oh,
play.
it
Maybe
didn't
it's just
play.
quiet.
I didn't hear it. Okay,
Sorry.
I went back to where I was.
But yeah, as Ray goes to step into this room, you see these guys kind of rub their eyeballs and come to as they grab their weapons.
Is it advantage on the
Oh,
roll, or we don't do that roll?
They
Why
have
would you-
disadvantage.
They have disadvantage.
Okay, thank you. Perfect.
Okay. Everyone in?
Mhm.
this is some
Yeah,
BS.
but
Alright. Damn.
yeah. We'll just let him go first.
But now I heard it. Okay, cool. Perplexed
Alright.
cultist, of course.
This one looks a little bit perplexed, some might say. But he grabs his weapon and kind of meanders down towards the noise. And he will strike out at the sound of it. But he's kind of striking off into the dark. You can't really see. Alright, Ray, that brings us to you.
About to be a dead cultist. Wait, do I have advantage because he can't see me?
Yeah, if you attack him, you will get advantage.
Oh, cool.
That torch is there, by the way, and don't we have light in this room? I'm quite sure I can see colors. Yeah, I can see colors.
You can see. I didn't illuminate the entire room because if I actually gave it torch vision, it does way more than it
Okay.
should.
Ah.
Okay.
Because that normal torch is 40 and 20. So,
Hmm.
So what you do? Candle vision?
basically,
Wonka
yeah.
vision?
As you guys watch Ray go stomping into this room, stepping on what sounded like a squeaky chicken rubber noise as these cultists come to life, and immediately Ray just slices one in two.
I'll come in and say, keep the door closed in case they want to call for help. And close it behind me.
He's gonna yell for help no matter what. Kill him.
And I'll round the room to approach this one. I will read this feature real quick. Huh? So, focus. Patient defense, that is disengage, but is not dodge. I will take the dodge action and take a bonus action to do an unarmed strike.
Nice.
Hoppa! And let me do the generic disengage action. I mean dodge.
You don't have one.
Dodge it. I mean put the status effect of dodging.
I mean, I could always just attack with disadvantage.
And that is my turn.
Oh,
All right, Thorag, you can't really see, but you hear this sound of commotion going off, and as you look into the room, you can see a torch going off, kind of illuminating the faces of these cultists, and they look a bit startled and scared.
okay. I will run up to where I see Khan and strike out into this cultist.
What the fuck was that from?
That was weird.
What happened?
They attacked you.
Oh.
I mean,
Didn't wait.
I undid it, but I don't know.
Oh,
what it came-
yeah.
Johan did like
Oh,
bleem,
Oh.
bleem, this one would have gotten an up attack.
yeah, yeah. That's what it was then.
But
Was
I
the
went
other
diagonal
side.
straight in.
You went diagonally and then went this way. So this one right here would have gotten an op attack. You don't see him at all.
Does he
you
see
did.
me?
This one. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I will redo that. I'm just gonna apply the damage. There you go. As you get struck out from charging into this room in the dark.
Well,
Close the door. You didn't close the door.
well, we all know it's just going to open and close every time. We're just going to open and close the door, then it gets to open and close in their turn. So someone's going to hold the door if we want to keep it closed, right?
Hold the door. Hold the door.
And that's not me. I will follow up with a dagger into this guy right here. That should have been with advantage, and then I will sneak attack him. Wow. Oh, it's because I don't have him targeted. I'm stupid.
Hold on.
That's my bad. I'm sorry, bro.
You're good, brother. Oh, he's not though.
And
Anything
then
else on your turn?
I will kick him in the face.
You get 3 attacks now.
Yep.
Sweet.
Well, with my bonus action. And that's the end of my turn.
This one's gonna charge down straight to you with his sickle in hand and strike at you, Thorak.
Yep, that's a hit.
Alright. As this guy looks menacing. The other 2 are DED dead. Alright, Maisie, that brings us to you.
Okay. I'm going to stumble forward towards this door and inside come face to face with this guy in the twinkling torchlight, and with sword in hand, I will attack him with my longsword. And that's all I can do at this time.
Alright, and you hear this door open up as these cultists kind of hear this commotion and they join the fray.
For a brief moment,
Did
I
they
said,
open before I
"I'm
moved or after I moved?
After you move.
Okay. And damn it. Okay. It was before. I could have swung at them. Oh, didn't. Great sword. Alright, we got incoming. I know you said the door, but like, it just feels right to close it. That's my turn.
I will reapproach the door. I am no longer dodging. Open it. And go. I'm tired of this. And you'll see I become enraged, but in a different way that Thorak does, as flames start swirling around my arms and fists, and you also see a fiery gaze on my eyes. And I...
damn con, you got hot.
And as you step out of that room, well, I guess she's right here, so she's gonna hit you.
Wow!
I figured you, because you were standing here, I figured you were gonna step down right there.
She sinks to the air. Very puzzled.
Well, she's standing by the door with a ready action to attack who comes out of it. So I feel like, yeah, she might be there on the map, but that would be what she would be doing.
Okay,
So she is going to attack you as you come out of the...
Oh, lady. I know we're fighting
whoa,
like
take
that.
me on a date first. Come on.
Jesus.
I will deflect that attack.
Okay.
So I deflect a total of 4 damage. Fuck.
Okay.
So I take only 1.
Alright.
With my bare arm, I strike that sword away from me, and it only damages my hardened bone.
Cool. Sounds good.
Just
And
a
I'll
fleck.
say, you'll regret that. Boom.
Oh,
And
she's
that would
already
be fire
hurt.
damage. Bonus action. Almost crit.
Is it a free
Almost-
action to do the elemental attunement? Or does it...
At the start of my
one.
turn, I
like
can
an
spend.
action?
At the
It's
start of
just
my turn,
like-
I can
okay.
spend 1, yeah.
But it's not like an action. It's just like
No.
spending the focus point. Okay.
And I'll stand aside of the door to let the others through, but that'll be me.
Yeah. You ran out into the dark. I'm just gonna run after, not seeing anything.
Before you go, I used my reaction to deflect that attack in my turn. Do I have it back at the start of my next turn?
Yeah, you would. We'll say that was reaction for her coming out of the room. I'm
Okay.
still sure you have your reaction again.
Let's go.
Do I see the light in this room below to be able to run in?
I'm clicking your character sheet. I can see that. You
Oh yeah, I was just wondering. It was from yeah. So I will.
Yeah, sorry. It comes out basically right at the end of that square. So yes, you do see the light.
Okay, I will run in. I will rage and strike into this guy twice. Okay. This guy then. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right, this. Oh well, I don't know who this is. Why are they even on my fucking thing? All right, Maisie, that brings us to you.
Okay. Oh. I will 5. Stop, I'm not trying to close the door. 10, 15, 20, 25. I will attempt to hit this same one that Thorag just attacked. But I am going to, rather than swing with the blade of the sword, I am going to try to knock them unconscious with the butt of the hilt. So I am attempting to make this a non-lethal attack. Or non-deadly attack. Lethal, yeah, that's the right term, right? I think so.
Non-lethal, yeah.
Non-lethal.
You kill them!
Is there a... I don't think there's a mechanical way to do that in...
No.
There is actually.
Oh, is there?
What?
You can mark. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna do it for these schmucks, but you can mark certain NPCs as important, and it will toggle them on and make them roll death saves and send them unconscious when they go down instead of just dying outright.
Ah, okay, so it's
But
something on
because-
your end, not something I can do on my side.
Yeah. Nothing for
Okay.
you to do. We're just gonna have to take note that this dude is
Okay.
alive.
Yes, he is. Yes. So I.
And I
was
can
attempting
just,
to make
I'll just give him the unconscious condition.
him- Okay. Perfect. Okay, that is it for me.
All right, this one here is gonna drop his weapon. Say, I didn't even want to be here. I just came because he did.
That's
Okay,
the
well,
same
for
thing
now-
I said.
Be silent and answer our questions.
All right. And before he has a chance to, you hear coming up the hallway. What's the commotion going on up there? Some more of these emerge out of their cells.
Oh.
Not their cells, but their rooms.
Their rooms, yeah. It's okay, you can call them cells.
I mean, kind of. But if you're in a cult, though, you'd probably just call it a room.
There were sleeper cells.
Yeah. What is it? I think it's in, I think,
Boo.
That was good. It was good.
It was good.
It was.
that was good. But I was also going to argue that I think it's, like in a nunnery, or wherever it is that nuns go to learn how to be nuns, they call their individual rooms cell. Or maybe at monasteries, like it is an actual term that's not like jail cell. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
I'm just being argumentative. Please continue.
Oh, it is now Ray's turn. Okay.
Oh shit! Oh, the dude I was trying to keep alive!
I can.
Oh, and I don't-
Hey,
I don't know if you saw my message, but I did say that if you wanted to take Booming Blade, you could get rid of that.
nah, we're good. Soul Dead and Firebolt are good. I'll get another one down the line anyways. If I
Okay.
live. Good enough.
9.
Big
That
thing.
was worth it.
Not living. Maisie, you watch this. Man, you were so cautious to knock out and not murder is just taken out with a firebolt as you tell him to just stand down. And now the guy that was next to him just turns and picks up his weapon again. He's like, I'm not going down then. I trusted you.
Sorry. I'm gonna like.
Bruh.
Oh, wait. Where were they at? They were here. Okay.
See a
all
big cat in front of me as to go shooting and closing the door. Nice.
He's scaredy cat. All right, as this sickle glares off in the torchlight of the other room and strikes down at you, Con. But it'll miss as it strikes against the door, and you see now this gash in the door. You see Ray just kind of standing there in the room. All right, this one here.
When I freaking crit, I did the wrong thing, guys. There's no winning here.
Charges down here towards the light that he can barely see. We'll try to strike at you with these another one of these sickles.
I will use my reaction to ignite him on fire. As I'll do some hellish rebuke. What's up? It says that I do not what I'll just cast it. There we go.
Like 2d6 damage.
Wow.
2d10. Oh, it passed, but this takes half anyway.
All right. As he is engulfed in flames, starts to try to stop, drop, and roll. And now that brings us to you, Con.
That is an awesome effect, man.
The token burn.
Nice work.
I didn't do shit. I just clicked the button and it turned on.
Okay.
We'll attack with my fairy beasts.
And
then
he
each with
just
one.
goes dropping right down into the other room. His head hits back, and the eyes are kind of just looking back at Maisie.
And then I turn to this other, and my voice sounds quite different as I look at her and say, "You have better chances." But you chose this. And now
Batman, dude.
And I forgot to say, sorry about that, that I'll burn a focus point to do something strikes, so I get to do another.
So you get 2 attacks with elemental attunement?
This is flurry of blows.
Oh, okay.
So let me constitute one of my focus points. And I'll sprint past this one to kind of block him out from running.
Second time it's the charm, as I try to help Macy knock this cultist unconscious for questioning.
And then close the doors so Ray doesn't have to firebolt him.
Alright. And I will go up into here and just go outside the door. Where are you? And I will end my turn.
Alright, this one's gonna go... You don't know? As Con, you watch as one of them goes running around the corner.
What corner?
That brings... I don't know, were you not watching?
I mean, the token just disappeared from my screen.
Oh yeah, actually, to be fair, it cuts out... What's it, cut off like right here for you?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you'd probably get the assumption they ran that way. Or off into the darkness further, who knows? If it cuts off there. Alright, Maisie.
Okay.
One cultist that is unconscious next to you. Another that
Okay.
has died against your feet.
I will... Not much more that I can do here, but I will put the unconscious guy, like, in the bed. Like, just kind of make sure that he's kind of laying there.
Okay.
And then I'll follow... Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, hello! As I run blindly into this guy in front of me, and I will try to hit him with the butt of my sword again.
Wow, they got low AC. Nice.
I'm not sure why I have advantage.
Disadvantage. Oh,
No, it did.
Well, it should be a straight roll because he can't see,
Oh.
and technically you also cannot see.
Okay,
So both
but
you
it-
and Thorag, I need you guys to remember in spots where it's actually dark to roll
Yeah.
a disadvantage, like for
okay.
space,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
because I've given you guys vision just so it's not just totally black while we're playing,
Right.
because that would be shitty.
Mhm.
okay. And remind me again, please. What's the shortcut for disadvantage?
Control. Or for disadvantage,
Control.
yeah, control. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, either way, it with disadvantage, it would be well as a
Yeah,
straight
so
roll.
it still
Then,
would have hit, yeah. It's still
yeah,
would've hit.
yeah. Okay, so again, I'm trying to knock him unconscious.
Okay.
But that, and then I'm just gonna, try to stand in his way here. That's about all I can do.
Right. Ooh. As this one here is just knocked out. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 other things. All right, Ray, that brings us to you.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna kill this guy. Is that fine?
Yeah. We have the other guy into the room.
Yeah, I've got one unconscious that we can question.
You have 2, don't you?
One dead.
The one guy was killed.
The dead don't speak.
I'll tell you, I knocked out this guy, and you knocked out another guy in this room.
No, I knocked out one guy after a break burned one to crisp that Macy knocked.
Yeah.
The first guy I killed in the breach.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
35. 40. I'm gonna dash. 20. Aha! I don't have enough movement to reach her. I'm gonna chase after. And I'm gonna fire punch her from a distance.
If you dashed, though, can you attack her?
I can attack her, but I am not in melee range of her, so I cannot.
No, but you
hold on.
dashed those.
He's saying if you she's saying if you dash at all, you shouldn't get an attack action, correct?
Bonus action.
You get
attack.
a bonus action attack.
Oh, okay.
So, while I have my elemental attunement, my attacks, my unarmed attacks get an extra 10 feet of range.
Yeah, an extra.
that-
Extra. That's 15.
Yeah, that's 15. So does that mean if she leaves this 15, do I get an up attack? Or only if she leaves my...
I guess.
close
Yeah,
range?
man. That's the way this game is designed. So yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Fucking A, you're telling me.
I mean,
man.
he's burning one focus point
I mean,
out of
you
3.
basically have Polearm Master for free with a
Yeah.
level 3 class feature.
Let me read it real quick.
No, but it is an extra 10 feet, but it says when you make an unarmed strike, it reaches 10 feet greater than normal.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
that
it's-
wouldn't be a reaction.
Yeah, you're right. I was reading something about this on Reddit the other day because people were saying it's the action to do elemental attunement, but the op attack is a different unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Well,
makes sense.
okay.
Like the bugbear thing, where like on your turn you can do it to get the reach, but when it's not your turn, it doesn't. It's a separate attack.
Oh, is that how it works?
I'm saying it could be like that because
Yeah.
bugbears are the same thing.
Yeah.
They have the extra reach on their turn, but reaction attacks are different.
Okay. Well, I don't know. This Reddit thread's confusing.
Order of operation wouldn't work on the reaction because he'd have
Okay,
to
yeah,
provoke-
because yeah, you're right. When it's the monster's turn, it's still only 5 feet.
So that's good.
I don't know. I'm gonna look more into it because I don't know. There's shit like that where it's like it makes sense, and then you read the sage advice and it's all like super basic stuff. But I need advice for that stuff. Anyway, all right, Thorak.
What was I gonna say? Yes, this was just an inner monologue I had in my head about all the people we were gonna save from Alfield and getting money for people we didn't kill. So I hope the hell these aren't Alfield farmers and shit that's been mind controlled. As I run off into the dark, and that's 35 feet, and that is well. I assume this is the way to go. That's in turn. Oh, and bonus action, the keep rage.
Did you punch yourself?
No, I just
that what you
reminded
did?
myself how angry I was.
I mean, you could punch yourself. That's how I used to keep raging. He's going to, before striking into you, yell, "Intruders! Intruders!"
Let's light the damn torch now, Ray.
You didn't have to yell.
And just because why not, I'm gonna deflect this, and it's not a d6, it's a d10 plus my monk level plus my dex.
That is correct. I didn't read it or either.
Awesome.
I spent my focus point to redirect those 6 damage to her instead. I take her sword. She's gonna strike me, I grab it with my bare hand and just thrust it into her chest.
Nice, and that brings you guys to the end of combat for the time being.
I have no more focus points.
And no one else came after the yelling.
I mean, you don't know.
Not immediately, I guess. Okay.
I'm gonna search their pocket for any notes
Okay,
about
I mean-
what they've been up to.
You
Having-
search their pocket. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead with hissing first.
They seem surprisingly light. There's almost nothing in them. It's as if all their valuables have been stripped from them.
Do you expect
Oh, wow.
a cult member to have any belongings?
No, but I thought they'd have like notes about like what they're doing down here, or maybe like their tasks for the night or something like that.
A to-do list, a honeydew.
Yeah, I wasn't caring about their goal. I just wondering like if they had any like notes or something that we could use to learn about it. I'm not here robbing the dead. I'm just trying to learn about why we're here.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they don't.
No,
seem
I got
to
you.
very much on it.
I'm just telling my allies that no, I don't just rob dead bodies for gold.
No, I mean, they.
That was 13.
I was like, yeah. What's up, Maisie?
May I take this torch out of its sconce?
Sure.
Okay.
And then just, do you have a torch?
I don't have a torch on my sheet now.
Okay, I will give you one, and then you can toggle that.
you
You
very
do
much.
find various etchings in some of the rooms that say, "Do not follow the right, the light. The road leads downward."
Guys, you always go left. Even the cultists know that.
Left is right and right is wrong.
Left is law. For the stoners out there.
Can I look through or just try and gauge whether these potentially were former townspeople of Alfield or just random cultists from?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell looking at their clothes. They look like overalls, various commoners' gear. The way that they use the weapons and their facial expression, you could tell that these people were not very trained. You get the sense that these had to have been cultists, or not cultists, townsfolk from Alfield.
Now I feel bad.
I think. Well, let's hope they were not suggested into joining the cult, because these looks like they might have been town people.
We're just gonna not have that. If we get asked later, we didn't know that, so we.
Well, that brings down the total tally as well as dead people. We only get paid 15 gold for a dead townsperson and 25 for a living.
There's also the fact that we just killed townspeople, not the gold.
That is true.
That is what I've been telling you since we entered the temple, but you seem to not care or completely ignored what I said.
How many of these people did you put unconscious then?
Only the monks we fought and the 2 you killed. None of the rest.
Well, they looked like cultists to me. I was angry.
I'm going to, instead of using the rope in my bag, I'm going to very quickly rip up some bed sheets. I mean, these have got to be pretty threadbare and probably pretty easy to rip up. And I'm going to tie the unconscious man to the bed. like mummy style to the bed, like because I don't want to just like put his like tie his feet and his hands together, because the linens are so thin that he could maybe just rip them apart if he gets angry or scared enough. So I'm like taping him to the bed, like wrapping it around and tying it underneath, like in multiple places. Like you're being
No, I get it.
like you're being tied down, like he's being tied down for like execution or something.
Maisie's like, I need a couple minutes. You guys leave the room, please. Yeah, eventually you're able
It's
to
not
get
a
him
sex
tied
thing.
down. You're able to get him tied down.
Do you also? No, just kidding.
Yeah, he looks kind of scarred. You can tell that even if these were the thinnest threads in the world, that he is very skinny. His ribs are almost protruding through his body. He looks like very bloodshot eyes. He's dirty. His hair is very disheveled. He definitely looks weak.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I call Cardboard Lilith over? Hey Lilith, do you recognize this person? Is he a townsfolk?
Yeah, that was I'm not gonna try to do this. That's Elizabeth's son. Dolan.
Okay.
Dolan Marr.
Okay. Yeah, and anybody else that we come across, I suggest that we knock them out rather than kill them. As many of the townspeople as we can return, the better.
I certainly agree. Why didn't you say anything sooner, Lilith? You know all these people and said nothing.
We'll get that figured out, Con. I'll talk to those people.
I'm sure she has her reasons.
For the time being, I'm just gonna remove the automation from it, so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Once I get him secure, can I kind of slap this guy in the face a little bit and wake him up?
I don't know. He might be as unconscious as Thorag. No, I'll say you eventually are able to wake him up.
I will cast Elementalist to beckon some water.
All right.
Oh, dump water on his head?
Yeah.
Well, it's more of a spray of mist that
Oh.
lightly dampens creatures. But I don't know if
can
you've ever
also-
tried to breathe through mist before. Depending on how misty it is, you can't actually breathe.
I can also summon a cup of water.
What does it say that? Because when I see beckon water, it says like you create a spray of cool mist that lightly dampens
Alternatively,
creatures.
you create 1 cup of clean water in
Oh,
in
okay.
an
Right
open
under.
container on a surface.
Nice.
So I created on the surface of his face.
Okay.
Now you're waterboarding him?
Spraying him in the face. Yeah.
Eventually, spits up the water. Oh, yeah. He tries to break free, but it's obvious it's not going anywhere. He's quite restrained.
Okay. Calm down. We don't want to hurt you. What are you doing here?
I was joining some friends. They said that they were onto something big, something that could change our lives. And now I'm here.
Why? Who's in charge?
No. On this floor, I deal with others. It's
What were
Do you want-
promised?
what life to be born anew.
Is that what you want? Why do you stay?
In darkness we are unmade, and in blood we are reborn.
He must be under the spell. I want to look into his eyes for that, whatever the trademark sign was for being snake charmed.
Okay, roll me medicine.
Gosh.
What is this sigil on the board?
I
don't know.
was wondering the
the
same
bacon
thing.
water.
Oh.
The elementalist spell.
Yeah, but I can't do anything with it.
I cannot even.
I also cannot make this guy non-opaque. Oh, that's because he's technically actually dead. There we go. No, he's still dead. All right. Anyway, yeah, you are able to tell that his eyes definitely look that kind of bloodshot white, where you can tell they're quite strained in the same way that you guys have seen on the other ones you were able to deduce were a part of this.
I think he's under the influence.
Do we have any way to break it? Do we know how to free him?
Did you have an initiation ritual?
Yes, there is a ritual. There's many that seem to go on.
What did it do to you?
We have to drink from this vial. They make us recite various prayers and phrases, praying for the great serpent to return.
It's a nightly trying to mutate all of these people. And for how long is he?
But something keeps getting mentioned, the Mult of Ascension. It sounds like they were, I don't know, the way they made it sound, it was a big ritual, bigger than what has happened so far. They've taken many of us, they make us drink vile things, swim in the mud, see if we can adapt like snakes. Many of us actually have shed skin. I've seen it, they've peeled us back like potatoes. I don't even know anymore. And he kind of looks at his hands and looks down at the blood pools on the ground and kind of tries to see his face. And he looks up and just, I don't know what's happening.
You have been corrupted. You have to follow the light and return to your origins.
Jag kan. The Subutite said that the mutation is greater in this place. We must get these people out of here.
Get us out of here. Look what you've done to the rest of us.
Well, they were too far along.
Lilith, can you take this man to his home? Yes, it'll be a pleasure. And Lilith.
Don't tell someone else how to play their character, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding, man. No one's here.
That would definitely not be Lilith's MO. The last two sessions, they have been hell's bent on finding their brother.
Yeah, Lilith is not going to willingly leave this cavern without her brother.
And
is
Nice try.
likely
Nice try.
pacing very impatiently at the door, like, hurry the hell up. We need to go find Mikey.
Wait, real quick. Question. You said the serpent. Can I do a religion check? Because it sounds like kind of like ritualistic, like a snake and the light. Like, is this a ritual, a religion check?
Yeah, I think you can.
About?
You weren't here I think the session that we went over it, but I will request this for you.
Come on, ready? Ooh, nice.
All right. So you know and get the sense that this serpent that they're speaking of is Zehir, also known as the cloaked serpent.
I think it was in the bar for a second. Okay.
It's an evil snake god, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
No shit, Sherlock. Oh, shit.
I would say with that though, you would know that it has long since been believed that and known that the worshippers of this god are few and far between, and those that do live like the snakes that they try to worship, kind of underground, and they're very rarely seen. It's because many were annihilated, and those that weren't are almost taken out on sight.
By whom? Oh, that's, I guess, race knowledge.
Well, that's pretty dark.
Well, yes, Johan, if you're referring to that, the enemies of Zehir commonly are Arathis and Melora, at least in the Great Age of Great Calamity. That is believed. Those are the ones that put an end to Zehir in the Great Tales.
Are we taking out this dude who's like obviously crazy?
Where is the ritual chamber? Where would you go to undergo these tests?
They wouldn't show. They would blindfold us. When we'd open our eyes, they'd take masks off our head, and we would be surrounded by others like us, many from the town. It was a room like nothing I'd ever seen before. But I don't know where it is. I know it's further in, though.
The you think, did they spin you around before they walked you? Or do you know if it's to the left or the right outside this room?
I don't know. Sometimes they've taken us to the right, sometimes they've taken us to the left. It seems like they didn't want us to try to remember, or I just can't remember myself. It's all a bit hazy.
Do you know Mikey Baywood?
Yeah, him and Penelope, they have the nice farm, all those chickens.
Yes. Have you seen him down here?
No, but they were talking about preparing one of those rituals. It sounded like it was happening soon. I don't know if that is that Molt of Ascension, but this one sounded important.
When is this happening? Sorry, man, for cutting off me.
We didn't know they would grab us when the need arose.
Have you seen anyone who appears to be here against their will? Anyone fighting back?
There was a skinny fellow, had a ponytail on the top of his head, black hair. He did not seem to like it. There's been others, but those that resist or do not accept Zehir in their life, they are taken to the pits or sacrificed, fed to the others.
You are eating the others?
Yeah, that was my question.
And he just breaks down in tears. As you guys hear something sounds like a bestial screech, and it echoes throughout the cavern, and it sounds a little far away at the moment.
Doesn't sound too bad, guys.
Have you heard that sound before?
Yes. Yeah. He kind of looks around scared. There's snake people here, but those are us. They take us, these rituals they make us, they turn us into these creatures. They call them brood guards. It's almost the size of a bear, it seems, but it's reptilian skin. It stands on its hind legs. It's almost humanoid, but it's like an animal that's taken over. I fear that is what they want to turn us all into. I've seen them when they've taken us. They speak of rooms with eggs in them. It sounds like whatever they have, they've been hatching a plan for a long time.
If you fear becoming one of those things, we will
Yeah,
keep that from happening, and you will return to the village to live your normal life under one condition.
Well, what's that?
We will not tell them you ate other villagers, and you will not tell them we came here and killed some of them. You'll say
Wait.
that they simply disappeared.
Wait, though. Before we agree to anything like this, you just said that you wanted to be here, and now you don't want to be turned into that? Then what do you want to be here for? Why did you not just run away before?
His mind, you can see it's kind of starting to fight with itself. She's here. She slithers through me. I want to leave, but I can't. This effect, or whatever they've given us, it courses through me. I haven't been eating because I've been hoping that without it... Nice. But it doesn't seem to leave me. Whatever this is, it's inside. There's times when I relinquish in it. I love it. I relish in the fact that we eat, we grow, and we shed our skin, and we are remade. And I think about it, and Jonathan and Noah, or Lily, we just ate them.
Yeah, this place is creepy, guys.
Yeah, I would like to knock this man unconscious again.
No, I had one more question.
Oh, okay. No.
Ask your question.
You can see me making a spectacle of raising the hilt of the sword, like I'm gonna butt him in the head again, and you can interrupt me.
Thank you. How far along the ritual are you, or are these people, and then is the ritual concluded?
Trying to think. I don't, like I said, they put masks on us, but there's various rooms. There's 2 levels to this place. It seems a lot of the eggs they keep on the bottom level, but some I know that they've already brought to town. They plan on an attack, it seems.
This is really bad.
When the ascension is complete, that is when Zehir is said to return, and we will all be reborn.
He must be mad trying to return like that. Yeah, you can knock him out.
Okay, I'll knock him out.
No, wait, I have a question. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Guys. I mean,
And this time
why are we
it's
not
getting closer.
why are we knocking
because-
him out and not just putting him down?
Okay, there is a possibility maybe he can be saved, but he cannot go back to town in the state that he is. And holy hell, what the F was that?
Okay. He's not here yet.
I'm not sneaking. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, hello. Oh, goodbye. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, see, I'm not carrying this guy out of here, so let's just end his misery now.
No,
He's already tied.
down. He's tied. I do not want to kill any more of the villagers, any more innocent civilians, if they can be saved. We don't know.
So what, we're just gonna leave him here and then come back and feed him in 2 days?
Well, we're gonna leave him here for now while we explore the rest of the cavern, and we are probably gonna need to do that soon before whatever is wandering around finds its way to us.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have a light source, and they know we are here.
Yes. Yes. It has gone out on the screen, but it has. I don't believe it's been an hour, so my torch should not be burnt out. So I have reignited it. Reignited it.
Nighted,
Only
like
600
it.
seconds, so it's only the effect only lasts 10 minutes, so that's probably why it turned off.
Yeah. But like.
I get what you mean. I'm just
yeah.
gonna change it.
Oh, there's the doors.
These doors here.
I just like it's boring. This is one of
those
those
are the doors-
leave no stone unturned, and it's bio time, yeah. Or we continuing through it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was gonna continue a little bit longer because
Yeah,
we
sure.
started a bit later, like 15 more minutes, and then do
Perfect.
our bios here. But we can take it now if you guys are good, and then we'll just come back here in a moment.
I do have
I was
to
just
feed the
gonna
dogs.
Okay.
Those are the doors.
I'll be right back.
Those are the doors that the other cultists came out of. Those are other rooms.
Should have used a glove
But-
to suck the thing out of him. I don't think you should have cast. Why would you want to make people into snake people?
Kai never gave me the gloves. I'm actually not wearing them.
Oh, you never traded. Ah.
No, he never traded them to me.
Okay.
But I can only suck poison and disease, and I don't know that
I
that's
know.
what
I
it
know.
is.
It's probably not.
Okay. And I will say now to point it out that since I am carrying a torch, I have put my longsword on my side. I am not actively holding it, but I do still have my shield.
All right. With everyone back, we will start it back up.
We're gonna kill the prisoners. No.
And as the fire recedes from my arms and my eyes, I'll say, well, that feel a little strange. As if some sort of external power had joined me.
What
Yeah,
happened
you
to
were
you?
on fire.
Wait, he's
Literally.
a cultist, guys.
What?
What?
Who are you?
Oh shoot. Heck,
We're on the moving.
let's go. Away
Okay.
from the monster.
Well, we don't
And
know.
as you get there, from the shadows lurches a twisted, muscular creature. Humanoid only in the roughest sense. Its skin is molded green and gray, stretched unnaturally over bulging sinew and misshapen joints. Its head is flattened, jaw descended, and the eyes clouded over, almost twitching erratically. You see a forked tongue flicking from its mouth, tasting the air with rabid urgency. There's no intelligence here, only pain, obedience, and the lingering echo of a mind once human. And as it turns and faces you,
I thought it'd be a little bit bigger.
you hear it belch out. And with that, we'll roll some initiative.
We don't know where the monster is. I
Oh, well,
say
I
as they
didn't
round the
me.
corner and run into it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought it'd be bigger. Got this.
All right. And at the start of combat, Khan gets.
I will extend my hand for get a high five with Thorak and swap our
Yes.
initiative.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Well, isn't it you ask him? It's not like you just do it.
Well, I already gave him a yeah. The woohoo was that I can't see shit in the dark. So
I know, but I'm just saying, like, going forward.
yes, of course.
He seems pretty eager to comply.
I think the swap was the high five. I think that was, and I would have taken my hand away if I didn't want it. I think that's.
Yeah.
All right. As you get the drop on this thing, Khan,
I will approach it. Punch the face. Bonus action disengage. And that was 15. I can move up to here. It better be me.
All right, this thing is gonna go charging after you. You see it kind of bang against the walls as it doesn't look that coordinated as it puts its arms into the ground and begins clobbering and climbing after you. And you hear it just let out this hiss as it will try to bite at you. Well, first he's gonna go reckless. He's gonna go Insanio style.
Oh boy.
It's gonna go wacky tacky.
Oh, that should be with advantage.
Yeah, roll again.
Yes!
All right, but he comes back around with this claw as these mandibles go to bite into you, and you're able to swat them away. But then he comes back with a claw attack.
Ooh. I'll try to deviate that away. Let's go! I hold his jaws away from me and flip them aside.
All right. And sorry, that brings us to Ray.
Alrighty. I regrettably gotta move my way up. And let's see here. 9, 10, 15, 20. I can get behind him. Cool. Let's do this. Let's have hope. Oh no. It did 16 hit?
Mm-hmm.
You got this, guys!
All right,
Is this-
Maisie. What?
Sorry, is this ground like cobblestone or dirt?
It's a mixture of the two. It's kind of like a broken flagstone.
Okay. I'm going to... Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to try to jab the torch into the ground here beside me, and then draw my sword and attack the guy.
Okay.
May I do so?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
Because he
Advantage
is
is-
attacking.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Recklessly. Right.
Nice.
Is advantage alt? Or will it do it automatically?
Left alt. I'm trying to make it do it automatically. Give me a second. All right.
Oops, sorry, hold on. I have to draw my sword. And then let's see. Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have disadvantage because of exhaustion. I have -2 because of exhaustion. Alright, so it did do it automatically because I didn't touch anything else on the keyboard.
Nice.
Alright. That is it for me.
All right.
Thorg will run up and do a slash and spin. Oh, that's a hell of a spin.
Oh, yeah.
And follow that up with a stab. And then I will grab onto whatever part I can of this creature. Let's see.
There's plenty to grab onto that creature.
I grabbed him like this. I got the sucker. And that will be the end of my turn.
I will throw a punch. And a bonus action punch.
What?
Oh shit, it's dead. I thought the guy in the
Tell us
cell.
how it looks.
As Thorak does a spin attack and just gets the creature chest sliced up, I punch it right in the wound to break its interiors. But as it lays dead, I'll say, I thought the guy in the cell said these things were as big as bears.
Well, isn't it? As I look down upon this creature.
I mean,
Something up there.
yeah, it just looks like a big, scaly reptilian humanoid figure.
I think he was. We were a bit lucky there, as it was really looking angry and left some of its defenses open. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think this thing was very intelligent. It just seemed like a creature of instinct and rage to me.
Yeah.
What if this is the next form of the people once they go through the ritual?
Yeah. These might be the brood. You're correct, Ray.
So they get dumber as they evolve? That doesn't sound right.
Well, why do you need someone protecting that's smart? Someone needs that's big and angry.
So I put my sword aside or put my sword away and pick up the torch again off the ground. And I want to try and look over this creature in, I don't know, I guess a medical way to see if I can... I want to try to determine if this used to be a human being. Or a humanoid of some kind.
Ooh, nice roll.
Better.
Yeah, the way that its body is, you can tell that under that reptilian skin that this possibly was a humanoid. The slimy sinew on it almost makes it seem like it might have been recently hatched.
Oh no! This was Mikey! I'm sorry, Lilith. We can stop searching now.
It couldn't have been, because Mikey just got brought here, and we know that this other person we just met has been here for a longer time than at least a few hours or days. So I think that it does take some time.
Yeah. Lilith, how long does it take for a chicken to hatch?
I don't know.
Damn, you got a whole business. You don't understand the metrics of when your eggs hatch?
21 days.
21 days.
Look.
For a reptile egg to hatch. A few weeks to
Snake
several months.
eggs. Yeah, well, that's in. This is make believe land, so maybe it takes it's faster than that.
45 to 70 days.
Yeah, that's what Chad did. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, we know that. I mean, Mikey's only been. We saw Mikey less than or around 24 hours ago, I believe.
Yeah.
So I don't believe there's any way that he could have hatched that quickly.
Well, maybe he wasn't going to be hatched anyway, because he was not affected by anything. We were talking about sacrifices as well. Maybe he's the one that's going to be eaten, which is not a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for Subutai as well. Is here somewhere, I hope. Do we Which way should we go? I see that there's double doors over there.
Well, that creature came from downwards, so whatever they are incubating these must be that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's, I mean, I guess it could just be patrolling as well, but why did it come from over here when the woman yelled from over there?
It must be. I think maybe this might be because the prisoner said it was going around and didn't know the pattern. I think these two paths lead to the same place. It's
Gotcha. Maybe.
This appears to be where they eat.
Where they eat?
I hope there's not any human parts around here.
Is this a toilet?
Yeah, it looks like a commode of sorts.
Oh.
In the room where they eat.
It smells like one too.
Oh. That's foul. That is.
No, you're right. Maybe you're right. That's probably
a water
stove.
basin. Like a
They don't
sink?
shit where they eat. You're right. They're
I
not
was gonna
animals.
say, that was my follow-up joke.
They're savages, but they're not that bad. Oh, come on.
Eating people with glowing scales.
So maybe it's a stove.
I think we did them a favor.
As you open up that, some rock and stone kind of falls out, but this tunnel seems to be a dead end as it doesn't lead anywhere.
What's behind the door? Just like a stone wall, like it collapsed?
Basically, like you opened it up and
Okay.
it was like rock and stone and mud, not mud, but dirt kind of flew out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Apparently this is still under construction.
Or the tunnel collapsed.
And we're right next to where Ray is, you can see that it's the pantry of sorts, and open it up. There's light bits of food, nothing that really looks too, I mean, it's edible, but it doesn't look too appetizing.
After what he said about them eating people, I'm not touching anything that came out of here.
They were already eating, well, technically eating people back in Alfield. They would turn people into animals and presumably sell them to eat, so maybe they were training them to eat what was offered down here.
Maybe. But I think you've just convinced me to become a vegetarian. I hope they're not turning people into turnips or potatoes.
Well, I have not heard of any potato god.
Okay. Well, where to next?
There's only one way to go.
Well, that's...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yes, out of this room. That's yes. Thank you for the torch.
Of course.
Did we leave Ray behind? Oh,
What?
here he comes.
No, I'm faster than all of you, and I can see in the dark.
Ooh.
I think I'm not faster than the monk, obviously. So yeah.
What was this?
A door.
That looks like
Ooh.
looks like there's a water source here.
I want to open the door.
Which door?
Wait
Door to the
for
left.
us to oh yeah.
Who up?
Correct, there's one just up here.
As you try to open that door, Ray, it doesn't open. It seems to be locked.
Try to slam when I fall
You
back
try
on
to
my
bust your shoulder and it kind of busts you back.
You want me to give it a try, Ray?
Ow.
No? It cut out a bit.
Now.
I try to do fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Like a spark comes out and just hits the door. That's cute.
I think we leave this one to Thorag.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say we leave this one permanently. Oh. Can I advantage this roll as well? The same way? Yes. Correct?
Okay.
It did work. Thank you.
All right. As the heat from Ray's firebolt kind of heats up the lock for a bit, you're able to come in quickly, and it kind of gets the gears warm, and you're able to find the sweet spot a lot quicker as the lock just clicks, and you're able to get inside. And it looks like a storage room of sorts. There are crates and barrels kind of loaded and scattered about everywhere.
Wow.
I'm gonna shut the door. Oop.
We probably want
Investigation check to
return
see if
this.
you find anything
Oh.
useful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and look around. Would it not let you?
Yeah.
Was it like just enough off that it wouldn't let you close it from there?
Yeah, but it was either out of
Oh.
my arm's reach or it was locked.
Interesting.
It was
Yeah.
locked
Oh.
open.
Can we group
Yeah.
search or just one search?
Yeah, I would also like to search. Oh, why? Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, nice.
Hog me.
Oh, not as great.
Oh Lord.
Oh, dang, I clicked the wrong one.
Nice.
That was 12.
There's a lot of 10s on dice there.
Oh, look at that! It auto-corrected that shit. That's cool.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I rolled.
Well, I know you rolled a 19. When I clicked it, though, you rolled a 19, but you'd also rolled a 12 under it. And anyway, as you guys
I
go
get you.
looking around this place, you find some spears, daggers, short swords, and as you look at them and you're monitoring them, those of you that spend a bit of time in the carpenter's shop, the blacksmith's shop, and kind of notice the stand, you notice that these weapons definitely could have fit the empty spots lining the store. And you notice that they're all a bit mundane, but they are in very well-made quality. Next to that, you in the various storage crates, you find dried beans, cornmeal, flour, lard, salt, potatoes, some spikes, hammers, shovels. But Thorag, as you're kind of looking around, you notice that in one of these pouches or these crates, there's a false bottom. And as you open it up, there's this kind of blood-stained pouch, and inside of it, you find these strange vials of this greenish liquid. It's kind of this dark, murky green. And as you look inside of it, it looks like there's like little things kind of crawling about.
Macy, do you know what this is? I found this. There was a false button in this crate.
My dog is ripping ass so bad. Holy shit.
Do I recognize what this is in the crate?
Do you have like alchemist tools or a way to be able to discern what it might this be?
Let's see. I was a sailor.
Are you gonna taste it?
I've been around some interesting
murky
rooms
waters.
before. Some interesting waters, yeah. No, I don't think so. Man, so many
Oof.
10s.
You have -3.
I have -2 because
Oh,
of
yeah.
exhaustion. Yeah.
So I would say that you don't know precisely what it is, but given the color of it and the way it is, you can tell that this was probably a potion of sorts that was used for something more malicious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, green usually means poison, right? Isn't that's kind of the universal color code as I recall from basic training.
Green was healing.
I
Oh,
think
no.
red is healing.
What?
Yeah, red is healing, green is poison.
Oh, we're talking about potions, not like magic colors. Okay. I
Yes.
guess.
Ah.
Potions. Do either of you two have any experience with alchemy?
I don't.
Nope. I just started reading a book. I just learned magic, honestly. Alchemy wasn't a bit too much to split my brain.
Well, is it magical?
Yeah, but like, okay, right. But you know, can you swing a great sword?
No, I think he means are these potions magical? Can you come take a look?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll go over and I'll I mean, I'm not proficient in Arcana. I'm gonna make a guess if I can't even roll.
Oh shit! I thought you
Sure.
have it.
I mean, anybody trying to figure out what to describe to me how you're trying to figure out what from your background, your history, are you using to try to decipher what is in this file? Those of you that are trying to figure it out.
I'm using
The
a
monks
claw,
are
I'm
expert
dipping the edge.
alchemists in disguise.
Yeah, I'm dipping my claw tip into the liquid and putting it on my tongue and just guessing what happened.
Ah.
Okay.
I think
Roll
that's
me
what
a
we
con
tried not to-
save. As you put it on your claw, a little bit of it starts to bubble and boil, and it's almost like paint peeling off as you see various layers of your nail kind of and claw peeling away. But you're able to, you touch it on your tongue, it's like a cigarette burn for a moment. And you can tell that this is definitely a poison. And in large doses, it could be used to either incapacitate somebody or put them out entirely, depending on the way that they ingest it.
That's a
Oh.
poison.
Well, you could have said that while you had your claw in it. It was burning before you put it into your mouth.
Well, if I put it on my claw and nothing happened, how are we supposed to know?
Well, how are you feeling, Ray? Are you feeling alright?
Feeling okay.
Okay.
You, as it's kind of sitting on your tongue for a moment, and it's kind of like when you feel like you're about to throw up, so that spit and mucus is kind of in your mouth, and you spit it out, and as you do, your gums kind of begin to feel numb. Poison for a moment.
Now I know what it is.
Go say that it's
Sleep
just
potion?
something with that touch.
Potion of paralysis. Probably. That's just a guess.
And as you're digging around in that little satchel a bit more, you find the broken half of, not broken, but it looks like just the wax seal of what might have been on top of the letter, with the initials TS.
Again, this person pops up. It's the same initial. No, the TS. It's not Subutai. The seals. Subutai. Very funny. No, it's the same person that wrote that letter from the mine. Have it here. Who is TS? It's definitely someone that's part of the cult.
Now we know they're definitely involved, at least.
Yeah. But there's no other there's no paperwork or anything in here, just the wax seal.
Yeah, just the seal.
I will look around to see if there's anything hidden behind the crates. Maybe I mean, if I was to put a shit ton of storage, I would, if there was any secret doors or anything, I would push a crate up towards that room or wall.
Up against what wall?
Against the wall.
I'll go for western wall, even though it looks more.
You kind of go about pushing things over near this area, and eventually you push your hand on a wall, and it slides off to the left. And
Wow.
you look. Well, I don't know how well I drew the door, but you can see that resting up against this wall of this door that just opened up is that Zen-looking cultist that tried to run off, who just screams as their bloody bodies kind of like, as it looks like it leads out to that hallway.
Ah. Okay, can we go? Okay, there's a wall there. Okay.
Yeah.
If
you want to go through, I suppose
It would lead out to the hallway. that we could reach from the other side. Yeah. That's what you
So
mean,
you guys
right?
going through? Yeah, I'm asking if you guys are going through this secret door,
Oh.
or what do you?
Sure. Yeah, let's go through the secret door.
Go through secret door.
Does
Close
it?
the secret doors.
Do we think maybe she was trying to run to the secret door to get away from us? That's what I think.
Aha! Yeah.
Maybe.
Very possible.
What the hell is up with your voice, man?
Mine?
And, you're like, it's duplicating what you say. It's like, yeah.
Oh.
I know. I'm not hearing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's,
that might be just a you thing.
Oh, man.
Okay, as you open up this door,
Oh,
you
shit.
hear something kind of going through as the. You see these three men standing on this lit platform, kind of chanting together as these lights begin to fill this circle. As you see written in blood on the wall, in darkness we are unmade, in blood we are reborn. And as these men turn and look at you, we will roll some initiative.
I'm looking at
Ooh,
Khan
do
to see if
we-
he does the 1 or 2 finger trick.
As they turn, and the one in red here in the front says, "You are not to be here, but that's all right. More sacrifices."
I am looking for my origin. Do you maybe know me?
Oh my god,
Alright.
that's great.
What? What happened?
My initiative is 0.12.
That's honestly impressive. I'm more impressed than anything. All right.
I rolled a 1 plus 1 minus 2.
As turning and looking at you, you see one of these men pull out this crossbow as he will try to. What am I doing? My shit is laggy. But he will load up this crossbow and attempt to shoot at you if I can get the game to cooperate. As he's
At the start of rolling initiative, I will use Uncanny Metabolism to regain my focus and 4 HP.
Nice.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Oh.
All right. As this one misses as it fires, then we are gonna no. Delete the chat real quick. All right, and that will be him. Khan, that brings us now to you.
I will. Game's paused. Thank you. Walk in. And tell this one, well, if you don't know me, then I'll have no regrets doing this. Kick in the nuts. I will actually bonus action disengage, return here and close this door.
Oh,
And that's it.
All right, Ray, that brings us now to you.
okay. When someone comes to the door, I fire a firebolt at them. That's what I'm doing.
Door is closed.
When someone comes through the door,
Aha! Alright. I will go to the door then.
Well,
obviously not my ally.
okay. Sorry, that's fine.
And I will rage and then throw daggers at the closest one. Yeah. Alright, let's offhand throw. Yeah, that's right. And that'll be me.
All right, this one is going to charge up at you with this long sword drawn as he pulls it from his back. The game. All right, and you see him charge at you, Thorek, as he pulls out this sword and goes to strike down into you, but that will miss. All right, Jarvis here. On his turn, you see him first. Gonna cast. You see this weapon appear out. And drop right next to Thorek. As it will attack you. All right, and then with his action, he is going to cast this on. Oh shit! Remember, he's just gonna charge at you. No, he's gonna go back, and then he will command you to halt.
Is that a leveled spell?
Yeah, but it's a bonus action for him to cast that. It's not a casting, I think,
Ah, shit.
when he does that. So it's like a special ability.
Overworldly power granted by Zehir.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's how the stat block reads. I'm
fine with anything, man.
All right, all right, Maisie. That brings us to you.
Woo! Okay. Is there a light source in the room? Like, can I tell? You know what? I'm holding a torch. I can't tell because it's light all around me. So don't answer the question. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will go 30 here. I'm gonna drop the torch on the ground as I pull. I'm dropping the torch right here as I pull my sword, and I will attempt to attack this person. Oh shit. I'm trying to be good and I keep unequipping the sword on my character sheet.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to go that overboard.
Well, if I don't, then I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay.
I'm not going to be a cho to be like, okay, you got the torch. Okay, now you've set it down. Now please re-equip your weapon. We can just
Okay.
to try to keep it flowing.
Oh, nice.
As you strike down in the blaze, and he turns and looks at you with this crazed look in his eyes.
Okay, that is it for me.
All right. This one is going to charge up here, flank you, and attempt to strike down into you.
Oh, true. We're doing flank. I forgot.
No, definitely not.
No?
I think it. Yeah, I
No.
think it was just a statement.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's a crit.
But only 7 damage. That's not too bad.
Does the necrotic knock it doubled? I mean, I think you would take one more of a necrotic, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't set it like that. That's one of those things they probably didn't set right. All right, Con.
Roll a
Huh?
massive wound to see what you get.
Yeah, exactly. Roll con save to see if we can get a lingering injury.
Are we doing that this time around?
No.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm all for it. Okay.
I'll run in and start punching my way through. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Flurry of blows. Hume. Hume.
Ooh,
And
nice.
that's how you do it. Non-lethally. Yeah, non-lethally. Please. And I'll continue running. I'll take an up attack from this one because I want to be next to.
Yeah, just keep moving. It
Eat
should
red
should
blood.
ask me.
Nice.
You missed.
Yeah,
And
let's totally
that'll
run
be it.
into the room. The freaking cultist and the goddamn rune sigils. That's the best way to end your turn. Oh, I'm gonna stand on the outside and do pew pew. Pew. Okay. Guys, I mean, I don't want to end up on this thing when it goes off. But good luck.
What do you mean?
A freaking cult symbol.
Well, I will go up and attack this cultist right here. And we're trying to do it non-lethally. And I will move over to this guy right here and try to grapple him. A sec. That'll be the end of it.
Okay. On his turn, he will use a bonus action with that spiritual weapon to strike at Ray there.
Yeah, isn't Ray standing on top of it?
Yeah.
Basically.
All right. He misses, but he will then, with his sword, strike out at Kaiden or Khan here.
With a disadvantage.
From what?
Grapple. It is not
Grapple
attacking me.
doesn't
It's...
provide it doesn't provide disadvantage. It just makes you not able to move.
Isn't it grapple to the one if you're not striking the creature that grapples you?
Grappled. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also, I mean, all it does is turn your speed to 0.
Oh, yeah. It's the grapple feat that has to do that then. Sorry, bro.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm walking around this thing. Oh, you guys couldn't see where I went. But I went this way. No, follow my line. How do you do
It doesn't, I mean, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
know you didn't step on it.
Yeah. And I will. Are we trying to knock him out as I swing my sword?
Well, it
Yes,
seems like
sir.
one of the leaders.
Alright.
Kill him. Why are we keeping cultist head leaders alive?
Well, I mean, I hit him with the sword. I didn't turn it around. Okay. That's it for me.
Keep hacking punches at him. Bonus action. Double kick on the butt. And I will walk the other way around it. That's it.
Aaron?
Looking.
Come on, standing here.
I'm not freaking standing there. In no way on God's green earth and these yellow beautiful light rays am I standing on that circle. When you all die because of that, it sure ain't gonna be my fucking way to go out to. Oh. Cool. Got him.
Okay, I will strike
Alright,
into
what-
it.
Greg,
Guys,
tell us
You
how
ever
this
thought about what
looks.
might happen when you kill the guy on the runic symbols of death?
Well, I will slash him in the knee and he falls over into my sword.
Unless you miss both attacks.
Yeah, he has 3 attacks now.
Unless you miss.
I don't because I'm grappling him, which means I only have potentially 2. Do you want me to roll it regardless, Bo?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I'm just saying.
That's one miss.
Oh, no.
This is.
That one hit.
I'm still standing my screen at least.
Oh,
No.
he just disappeared.
Okay.
He's dead.
Tell us how it looks.
Yeah, I slash him into the. Well, I guess I stab him into the knee and he falls over my dagger. In this case.
Nice. As you guys find
Now-
yourselves now standing in this ritual room of sorts.
I will. Elementalist beckon some water into this thing and multiple times so it washes away the blood. We don't want the blood of these people fill out their ritual summoning circle.
Smart. Is there any way to desecrate this foul altar?
Well, can you break it? Or, well, Macy is the paladin here. Do you know any ritual to cut out this place?
Mia?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm sure she's called Maisie. Do you have anything to desecrate or consecrate this place?
I mean, I have some holy water. I have this vial of holy water that I always carry with me. I don't know that it's necessarily gonna do any good. I mean, does anybody recognize any of these symbols?
Try. Guess. Because
Do I recognize any of these symbols?
Do any of us?
Yeah, I'm not proficient in religion or arcana.
wait, I'm proficient in history. Can I try history?
Sure.
Yeah.
May I make a religion check to see if holy water will make a difference?
What are you trying to figure out, Ray? And Maisie, I would say even without the check, you would know that a spell like the Hollow spell would probably be needed here to
Okay.
do that.
My historical check would be 1, has this been seen before in history? 2, how did they destroy such symbols in the past? Like tales of great fighters or adventurers of tales beyond, whatever that Like, who's seen this before, and what did they do with it when they found it?
I mean, you don't know if this particular one's been seen before, but you know that this is definitely seen as a spot where rituals would take place by cultists. This one, you can tell that there are 3 lit up rooms of the 5 stars that are on there, as well as the center, but the center doesn't look like it's glowing fully. You get the sense that whether this is filled with blood or some other means, it looks like they are attempting to light up these runes and get the circle glowing this red. And you know that generally, with things like that, these individuals or organizations believe that in doing these rituals, they are able to summon something. But in this case,
Guys,
you
why
don't
would
know
you-
exactly what.
Let's just break it.
And what could happen then?
They can't use it?
What if it explodes? Or...
No, I think the best way to deactivate this would be by someone much more powerful than me. We need we need something more sacred, some kind of hallowing spell to
Halloween?
actually hollowing,
This is Halloween.
not
I mean,
Halloween.
guys, guess what? That's way above anything any of us can do. So
It is.
that's why I returned to my let's just break it idea.
Will be my guest, Ray, but I will step back a bit.
Well,
Was there any, and I do apologize, I was distracted by something IRL, so I did not hear if you said anything. But when the bodies collapsed on this, and I assume there was some blood, was there any change?
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, these ridges, it looks like the stars, almost like ridges, almost like grates. And it looks like on the center is where possibly the sacrifices take place.
Okay.
On the red bits that are lit up, it looks like the blood kind of seeps into these grates as you see the red begin to glow a bit stronger.
Okay, thank you. If you said that earlier, I do apologize. Thank you for repeating.
No, you're good.
That's why I washed it away with my water.
Okay.
Well, then you should certainly tie up these people that we knocked out.
Against these pillars.
Sure. I have a rope.
Have a rope.
As you look at these pillars that you go to tie them up on, you see that each of the pillars is inscribed with various readings. And it says, "The light above lies. The fang knows the truth. The voice is not hers, but it calls. The beacon bleeds." It says, 5 bloods, 5 stars, 1 gate. Rejoice, the hollowing comes.
The Halloween?
The hollowing.
The Halloween! Do you think that means there's 5 ritual places and all the ritual has to be completed to open the gate, and this is one of the places?
Well, it said 5 broods, right? So 5 turned creatures, then the ritual can be completed. And there's 5 spots on this ritual on the floor. Maybe you put 1 each, and then the portal opens in the center. That one you started glowing.
That one was supposed to be.
Ah! There is 4 out of 5 glowing!
My bad.
yeah.
They probably just
Yeah.
need 1 more.
How about we don't do that, guys?
Yeah,
They need Mikey. Let's save them.
let's go save Mikey, please.
Can I swing at
Okay,
the
this
runes to
connects
break
to
the
the
channel?
room we were before.
I do want to break one of the channels.
All right. How?
Yeah.
What do you use?
Yes. Use my sword. I'm gonna swing at it.
Okay. You swing at it, and it chips a little bit of the rock away, but you could tell that you would have to be chipping a long time to break up this circle.
Hey, I'm buying a pickaxe when we make it back to town.
And how loud was it? Like, how loud of a sound did it make?
It echoed out through this bottom cavern from where you guys are, and up a ways from the northern hallway where you came down. But
Okay.
it seems like a lot of it traveled to where this cavernous room is.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe let's not do that. I mean, people know that we're here, but let's.
You think killing all the way through? I think it's definitely way past the whole. I wonder if they know.
Oh no, I know.
I misclicked.
So
Holy
Steph,
shit.
what did you do?
Oh my god.
He's traveling a path.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Idiot.
Thank you.
well, we missed the
I
path
like
back there. You said it just
Bravo.
leads around, but we missed an entire water area that Macy was pointing
You're
out.
this thing. Gotta go fast, and you took it literally.
Thankfully, it was an old path already discovered.
Okay. I'm going to listen at these doors before anybody opens it. I'm gonna impose myself between them so nobody can get any closer. My whole 5'2" self, but I'm getting as
Yeah.
wide as freaking possible. And then I'm gonna
Damn,
listen at
Mom.
It locked.
Mom, I'm like 22 years old. I am a child.
I'm 19.
You listen, and even with that, you can definitely hear on the other side the kind of slow crackling that sounds like a fireplace.
I'm gonna try to kick it down. Get
Okay.
this down once. We can't just kick doors.
So many tens.
You watch as Ray just boots his foot into the door, and it just bursts down. And you look in this room, and it looks like a lobby or maybe a hangout area of sorts. There's various tables set about. On top of the tables, you see a dagger, some pool cards laid about. Looks like a hangout area. And as you get near that, you can tell that that's a stove or a heater.
Ah.
Guess not all cult rooms are uncomfortable.
Ah, this must be the room of the leaders.
Can I investigate the bucket of hooch?
Yeah, you get a whiff of it, and it smells very poorly made. It smells like almost this grape wine. It's like from a far off land, but one that you wouldn't exactly know.
Grape wine from a far off land. Okay. Okay.
It's Welch's.
Come on, we gotta have some Easter eggs here and there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe like mashed grape.
Yeah, it's something like that. Something like that.
Yeah. These were mashed with dirty feet. I can smell it.
Mm.
Smell the feet.
Yeah, this is some bad.
How many feet
bad
have you
food.
smelled to be able to tell?
Listen, you sleep in really tight quarters on a ship, okay?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And even you would
someone's
think
interesting.
on the water people would be more cleanly than they are, but
Well, this area you can tell is definitely more clean than the other rooms that you were in. They're
nice.
spacious. They definitely look like these were, like Khan had suggested, probably for the leaders or maybe the lieutenants of this floor.
are there any like bags or chests or drawers that might contain any personal belongings?
I mean, not in the room that you guys are in currently. You notice
Okay,
that there's some throwing knives, and you notice that there's some basic disguises that look like maybe for businessmen or something.
Okay, I'm going to take the throwing knives and I'm going to hand them to Thorag. And then I would like to look under each pillow and under each bed. And the
Nice.
mattress. So pillow, mattress, floor.
Okay. You get your hands kind of near this and you're feeling around and it feels rough. This material is very coarse, grainy. It feels like it would not be comfortable to sleep on. And as you're kind of feeling about, you don't really feel much. These mattresses are firm, and if there was anything valuable, it would not be on these beds.
Okay. So
Ah.
nothing but dust bunnies.
Which reminds me, we never checked out the cultist leader.
Oh yeah,
We
we should
cannot.
probably go back.
Could have had information about
Yeah.
the
Go in a
ritual.
hurry.
Okay, I think Khan just took off in a hurry.
Yeah,
Oh, but seriously, Thorag, take these knives.
thank you.
How many throwing
Okay,
knives
I'm
can I give
sorry.
him?
There looks like there's about 5 there.
Okay.
And they look like normal daggers, except these knives are a bit shorter. You can tell that throwing these, they might be a little bit more poignant.
Nice.
I know
Got
there's-
magical weapons?
And as you investigate the body of this man, it's strange. You lift up his shirt for a moment and you see scales going up his belly. His arms feel kind of slimy. And as you see now, the back of his head, these scales coming in as well. But at his side, you notice that next to that blade that he was striking at you with is this dagger, and the hilt of it is kind of looks like these 2 snakes that coil together and meet at the middle as it draws down to the hilt. And the
This looks
blades
nice.
themselves look forked.
I don't know how much he'll like it, but better than nothing. And I'll take it with me. And get over towards Thorag and say, "Hey, Dagger Man, would you be interested in using the weapon of the enemy?" And I show him this snake dagger to him.
Ah, intricately designed. I wonder where it comes from and what the crafting is. Interesting.
I don't use any weapons, so it's all yours.
Thank you.
Actually, you can also have my spear.
I don't use spears. Spears for I don't know. It's you can throw it.
I said, it's yours.
You got the point.
No, you got the point. Ah.
Boo.
Point.
You definitely aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, you know.
That's kind of what the dagger looks like. Not to rip off a certain IP or anything.
Ew.
Oh wow, that's really
I don't
cool.
know the IP, so you could have told me it was yours.
That's the Conan dagger. That's
It is. It is. Yeah, I knew I'd seen it somewhere. A very nice bow.
Conan dagger?
yeah.
Conan the
You've never seen
Barbarian.
Conan the Barbarian.
I've
Oh,
never
man,
read
one of these sessions when we're gonna have a canceled session, we gotta have a movie day and just
Yeah.
watch Conan.
We
Yeah.
should. Not
I
gonna
love
lie.
that
All right. Same thing in
And
this
now-
room. I'm gonna search under the pillow, under the mattress, under the bed.
Okay. Just one as you kind of look about, you notice there's a sharpened longsword rack with a couple that look very nice, and you notice a strange journal
one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Easy right here plundering all rooms.
engraved on a copper plate.
Oh, that's weird. On a copper plate.
Oh, a copper plate is on the top of it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So it's a book. It's not just like a tablet.
Ah.
Clasp. Like a clasp for the book, basically. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything engraved on the outside of the book? On the
Not on
copper?
the outside, no.
Okay. So does the clasp seem to be locked?
No, I mean it looks like you could twist it and then pull it up and it'd be unhinged.
Okay. I'm gonna try to open the book.
Yeah, you're able to open it up, and as you look inside, it's got a bunch of languages written there.
Okay.
Or not a bunch of languages, but it's a language written that you can't seem to quite grasp.
Interesting.
But
I'm
it
gonna
does,
show-
I would say, like, you've seen this kind of iconography a little bit enough now that you kind of get the sense that this is the same writing of the other journals you've come about. So
Okay.
you know that this is probably Abyssal.
Okay. And I don't recall now. Was Lilith able to read that?
No one is
No.
able to.
No one is
Yeah.
able to. Okay.
Isn't that convenient?
I would.
Yeah, Bo, isn't that convenient? What a plot convenience for you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just gonna I'm just gonna kind of show the pages to Thorag, and just say it just seems to be more of the same writing. Do you think we should take this? Should we put it with the rest of the papers that we've gathered?
Yeah, we need to have also proof we can get of this cult, even though we've seen it with our own eyes. One thing that you said previously, Bo, I don't know, it was flavor, was that Abyssal was a twisted form of primordial. Was that just flavor?
No, that is, like, canonically in 5e is...
That's, yeah, the basis
or
of
in
where it
D&D,
comes from.
yeah.
But
Like,
it's not,
languages
yeah.
would be Germanic or...
It was not a
Latin
throwaway
or-
line. It is a real thing.
Okay, it was just whether or not you could read a text.
I get what you mean. Like if you can read primordial, is there a way that you'd be able to figure it out? Is that what you're asking, basically?
I mean, I can read German, as known in Swedish, and maybe 1 out of 10 words is the same. So I wouldn't know exactly what it says, but I'd get maybe a gist, depending on which word it is.
You read fuck.
Yeah, it was just whether is this plan? Does it look like the formatting? Is it plans, or does any word pop out? It was just for fun.
Okay, you get to one part and it reads, "We were disciplined once," and somehow you're able to make this out. Soldiers. I trained because it's all I remember. And then one phrase keeps coming up, and at first you don't really understand it, but as you kind of put the symbols together, it's the word Naga.
Naga. What does that mean?
Would
And
I
then
know
at
anything about
the-
Naga?
Yeah. go
Naga
ahead,
that
roll
much-
me- Sorry, what?
Wait, you didn't know Nagas are pretty basic snake things? Like, I feel like, shouldn't we know that?
Oh, but, I mean,
Yes.
but how much do you know?
I'm
I'm a
like,
sailor from the Menagerie Coast. I think I've probably heard of Naga before.
All right. Well, there's 2 different types of Naga. So, and I would say
Especially
that Guardian Nagas are typically more known. That's probably the ones that you guys would know about, just because those are the ones that typically guard ancient artifacts or relics. But their cousin or sister is the Spirit Naga. Those of you that have read tales about them, maybe bedtime tales to scare children into behaving, you know that they thirst and hunger for power, and basically they will use that as a motive. It's the end all be all.
Oh,
By any means necessary. As they've been they started as guardians that have twisted and contorted into these things given dark temptations, and that's kind of where the bed tales come from.
well, the text does say soldier, and the only soldier we have met in any of our literature is the friends of Jareth. He was in the army, right? In that picture?
That was not Yareth. We haven't gone. What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, you're right.
No, you actually, nobody ever asked me what was in the picture.
It was tattooed people.
I said it was 4 humanoids, and that was it. We just we ran with it.
No, you said it was 4 humanoids that was formerly in the Wendalian army that looked like a couple of army buddies.
You're right. That was it. That was all I said.
Okay.
Well, you didn't ask what they look like?
I did not.
That's all right. Because this is where we're ending session. As you guys, it's already 5, and I unfortunately have to go meet my friends for dinner. You have just learned that possibly what these creatures are working for is maybe this creature that some of you have read tales about.
Oh.
But on that note, I appreciate you wonderful people for showing up today, and I would love to keep playing, but like I said, my friend is in town, and I have to go meet them all for dinner, so...
Thanks
Must
for
go to
DMing.
one-year-old
Yeah, thanks for DM, man.
So, yeah.
And enjoy your dinner.